Hello children, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today? I am fine, thank you. And how are you? Well, it's a beautiful, beautiful day for us to come and learn. And today it's going to be something different. Guess what it is? Oh, you already read here. It's story time. But before we begin with story time, I can hear something. Can you hear something? Is that the good morning train? Oh, yes. The good morning train is coming. How are you? Chuku chuku. The good morning train is coming. How are you? Chuku chuku. The good morning train is coming. Good morning train is coming. The good morning train is coming. How are you? Chuku chuku. And we say hello to friends wearing red. Hello, friends. And we say hello to friends wearing black. Hello. And we say hello to friends, all our friends. And we say hello to friends wearing yellow. Hello. And we say hello to friends wearing pink. Are you wearing pink? And we say hello to friends wearing purple. And we say hello to friends, say hello to friends, say hello to everyone in our class. Hello children and welcome. Karibu sana to our new lesson here. We are going to learn a story. Are you excited? I love story time. And do you know what I love about stories? What I like about stories is at the end of the stories that I get to teach, I also learn something new. I hope you will also learn something new and you will teach it to your friends. And this is the story we can all learn from. It's time to start the story. Story time. Okay. Now today we're going to learn a story about a little boy. The boy was really nice, very playful, somewhere there. Playful, sometimes too playful. He joked too much. And his name was Keverenge. Now, Keverenge was a very bright boy, but he played too much sometimes. He lacked something called diligence. He also lacked something called truthfulness or honesty. Children, let me ask you, are you an honest child? Now, today I'm going to teach you the story about Keverenge, the boy who cried wolf. All right, now, Keverenge used to take care of his father's sheep up in the fields and far deep in the valleys. And sometimes he would get bored and play games that were not really good. But every time he would come home, his mommy would ask him, Keverenge, did you do the right thing today? And Keverenge would be like, of course, mommy, I always do the right thing. So the mommy would always tell Keverenge, always work hard to be truthful and honest. Avoid jokes that are not really good. Well, one day, as Keverenge was going to take care of the sheep far away, up the hills and down the valleys, he reached a place where he could see up on a hill, and he could see the village. And he looked at the village, he looked around, he was just there sitting with the sheep. He looked at it, he looked at his friends, his fellow friends who were taking care of the sheep. Now, the hills are usually like this. Let me draw the hills and the valleys and more hills. Now, Keverenge sat here. Okay, so he sat there. His friends were playing down here in the streams, and they took their sheep and goats and cows to drink some water. But Keverenge instead preferred to stay alone. Guess why? Because when he was alone, he would do some things that were not really good. So as Keverenge was sitting, As he was sitting here, he saw people in the village. Others were digging crops. Others were taking care of their crops. Others were cleaning. The girls were cleaning on this side. Others were walking up the hills. Now Keverenge thought, this village is really bored. These people here are bored. How can they work all day long? I'm going to show them who I am. So he looked around and he started screaming, "Whoa! Whoa! Help! Help! Somebody help!" And he started screaming, "The fox! The fox is here! It's here to eat my sheep! It's going to kill me! People run, run, run!" Hey, when the people on the other side of the village when they heard that, they started running. They ran for their djembes. Others ran for their sticks. Others ran for their machetes. They were running to save the boy who was being eaten by a fox. Was it true? What do you think happened? Did they find the fox? Remember, Keverenge just said, his life does not like too much seriousness. So he decided to wake everybody up by scaring them. And people started running and coming towards Keverenge with their pangas and their djembes and their sticks. And they were coming ready to attack the fox. Guess what? When they reached there, it is so sad because they found Keverenge laughing. He was like, "Baba boy, kumbe you can run that fast. And I thought you can't run." I saw Mama boy running the other direction. Daddy, I saw you. It was a prank. I just wanted to wake you up. See, there's more adrenaline on you. And the people were so embarrassed. And they were so sad. Was that really nice? And the people, some of them were resting, others were cooking. They left their food in the jikos, in the pots on the jikos. Imagine. And they were really sad. And they told Keverenge, that prank only excites you. But the prank is not good. You've gone too far this time around, Keverenge. Keverenge was like, "It's a prank, you guys, come on, it's a prank." I can't believe it. Keverenge thought it was fun. He saw everybody running, including Baba Boy. Now, Keverenge was like, this one, I have to pull this prank again. So people went home feeling sad, and they walked and walked and walked and walked, feeling really sad. Children, can you feel the sorrow of all those who had to come from this side, run up the hill, others had to come, cross the river so that they can come and help Keverenge. But still Keverenge thought the prank was funny. Now, Keverenge stayed there for like 2 more days, and then he decided it's time to prank them again. And he decided to do it really well this time round. This time round, he started by now scattering the sheep. The sheep, he started scaring them, and the sheep were running towards all the direction, towards all sides of the hill. And he started saying, "It's a lion! It's a lion! Woo, mama, yo, 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 yo." Keverenge screamed. He screamed his lungs out. He really had a voice, and he really made a lot of noise. And people were like, "Oh, our child Keverenge is being attacked by lions and a fox, and we have to run." Again, they ran for their machetes, they ran for their sticks, some ran for other things. They were really ready to attack the lion that was going to attack Keverenge and the sheep, including Mama Keverenge, who was not strong enough, but was like, "Ooh, that's my baby. I have to run to get to my baby." And some of them were running from this side of the hill. And they were running, coming, and others were passing these sides, and others had to cross the river. They ran. And they found Keverenge on the ground laughing. It was like, "Come on, you guys, you fell for it again." They were laughing. And the women came there and looked at Keverenge, and they shook their head. They're like, "Keverenge, how could you do that, Keverenge? How? And they turned and went back, and the men came. Keverenge, get serious. Get serious, Keverenge. What if this happened to you? And Keverenge was like, Danganya toto jinga, danganya. And he was saying that to adults. Imagine. That was really sad. Keverenge, how dare you? Is that good, children? What do you think happened next? Keverenge was really happy about his prank. And he said, this one was really nice. I even saw another man running this way and he fell down when coming up. And the others were coming with their machetes. And it was just a prank. Kume, these people cannot even get it. The second time I'm pranking them. What he did not know was, everybody was really disappointed because he did not learn from the first lesson. And they went home with their shoulders down, and they were all embarrassed because some of them were running from the bathroom with a towel, trying to go get the sheep, trying to go save the boy. Others were running, they left food on in the pot. Others were running, they left their children unattended to. Others were running to go save the boy up on top of a hill from all over. And they were really disappointed that Keverenge could pull that prank again. I am also disappointed at Keverenge. Now, Keverenge felt like a winner. He was like, hey, I won. These people like me. These people know I am the king of the prank. And Keverenge, what Keverenge did not know that the activity he was doing was very, very, extremely risky. So he decided that that was his favorite spot. While the other boys were taking care of the sheep from other sides, let's draw the boys here, and they would play, and they would even carry their balls to the field to take care of the sheep. The girls would help at home with carrying water and helping with cooking and taking care of the children. Keverenge decided he wanted to be a loner, so he would go up here. And his mom would tell him, remember Keverenge, don't let people down. Remember Keverenge, stay with the other children. Remember Keverenge, take care of yourself, take care of the sheep. We want you alive and well. So Keverenge was like, this football is boring. It is boring. I cannot play football with the boys all day long. I need some fresh air on top of the hill. Keverenge went back up there and he stayed there. And while he was looking around and just mesmerizing at the beautiful nature, he looked behind and saw the sheep were running towards him. Ba, 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 and they were all running away. And he stood and he looked. He was like, who's pranking me? Or like, oh my goodness, it's a fox. A real one this time round. And he started screaming, why? It's a fox. And he was trying to run as fast as his feet could carry him. And he was running, but the fox caught up. It took the sheep, it killed the sheep, and now Keverenge was screaming, hey people, you're taking too long to come. It's not a prank, I'm telling you the truth. And he started even swearing, and swearing is not even good. Remember, the people were fed up with Keverenge's pranks. And they're like, is that Keverenge again? No, I'm not going out. Is that Keverenge? Let me continue taking my food. Is that Keverenge's? No. Imagine. And this time around, Keverenge was being chased by a real fox. It was coming. It was really coming. It was really coming towards him. And it really chased them. And it killed so many of Keverenge's sheep. And Keverenge was really disappointed. He managed to escape and go home. And his mom was asking, what happened, Keverenge? Why are you so sad? Where are my sheep? Are you disappointed that we did not come to follow your prank again? And it's like, Mommy, it was not a prank. It was not a prank, Mommy. It was not a prank. And the mom was like, stop joking. Stop joking, Keverenge. The sheep have been killed by the fox. The fox came and it chased me. Yeah, I am actually lucky to be home. Right now, he was crying. He was actually at their home. Keverenge had left, and the sheep were all scattered here. They were all lying here, bleating. The fox was having a feast. The boys were safely playing and heading home. Keverenge, the disobedient boy, the prankster, was heading home without his sheep. He cried, and the mom was like, "Are you serious? Can we go look?" The mom went to the neighbors. He says, "It's true, this time around there was a fox. Can we go check whether it's true?" The neighbors were like, "We can go, but I'm not very sure." So they walked, and they came. And shockingly, the fox had devoured all the sheep up on that hill. And they're like, "It's actually true. He was telling the truth." But who could have believed the prankster? Keverenge was so disappointed, he cried, "Do you know it almost killed me, mommy? You neighbors don't even like me." And the neighbors were like, "You need to learn your lesson. If you did not pull that prank on us, if you did not lie, if you did not enjoy making us go through trouble to come and save you, all for nothing, just for you to laugh. Next time you do such a prank, the fox could have killed you. You're lucky." And children, to be honest, he was very lucky. Very, very lucky to have gotten home alive and unharmed. But he got to learn a lesson. Always speak the truth. Children, do you speak the truth? Or do you say, "I am sleepy" when it's time to eat your food? Or do you say, "I'm having a tummy ache" when it's time to do your homework? Or you start saying, I need to go to the washroom" when it's time to do an activity in class? When it's actually true, you might not be believed by people. So it's important for you to always speak the truth. That's lesson number 1. On to the second lesson from Keverenge's story. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Children, remember, he had been told, stay safe and stay with your friends. But Keverenge decided, my friends are boring. I better go up there. And he went where it was too dangerous. And when he was in trouble, not even his friends could see him or listen to him. That is how he lost his sheep. That is lesson number 2. Lesson number 3, children. Lesson number 1, we say the first lesson is always speak the truth. So that in case you're in need, people believe you. But if you tell a lie, if you're always speaking lies, when you say the truth, they will not believe you. The second lesson we've learned is to be obedient. Obey. Just follow instructions. Listen to what you're told by your mommy, by your daddy, by your teacher, by your nannies at home. When they tell you do this, just do it because it saves you so much trouble. What else have we learned from this story? That it is important to be diligent. It is important to be diligent and not to make fun of other people. Because Keverenge enjoyed the misery of the other people in the village. So I hope, children, that anybody in Miss Elizabeth's class will not be another Keverenge. That everybody in our class today will be like the other children who took care of their sheep and they stayed safe. I think that is all about the story that you've learned today. Is there any other story that you've learned about? Any other lesson that you've learned about from the story? Well, I hope you've had fun and you've enjoyed listening to our story today. Make sure you share the story with your friends and tell them about a limo life because this is where we learn a lot in a fun way. That is all we had for today. Remember to keep distance, to wear your mask and to wash your hands or sanitize your hands so that we can stay safe and get rid of these COVID. That is all, and bye-bye everybody. Kwaheri.